So we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop top, smoking no fluke in the hot box. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, dot. Cooking up dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't know nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they coming to gang. Got me the river to do with the shit. Bad and boozy, bad. Cooking up dope with a boozy. My niggas is sad, move. We got thudders and 100 round too. My bitch is bad and boozy, bad. Cooking up dope with a boozy. My niggas is sad, move. We got thudders and 100 round too.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Excited to have you guys with us right here on the Betting News Network. This is your afternoon BetSpresso. That is NZ. That is Mr. Colby Marcio. My name is Sweatpan Jesus. Stoked to have you guys with us to kick off your Thursday evening. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday out there. The vibes are high. March Madness has been already madness throughout the day today. So we're going to talk about all of it with you guys right here on the channel, brought to you by our sponsors at BetOnline. You guys get involved with BetOnline for everything March Madness related, everything in the NBA, the NHL. Bet on everything with BetOnline with that QR code in the top corner of the screen. Get a $1,000 deposit bonus and $10 dropped into your account. Excited to have you guys here in the chat. We already got everything rocking and rolling, boys. How we living?
Doing good. Son's got the hard hat on. He's ready to get dirty.
Yep, for sure. He's knocking. He's also Walmarting a little bit, but that's okay.
I thought it was me.
The music's still playing. The music is still playing.
The music is still playing for you?
For me.
No way. The music's been playing not for quite a while at this point, which is pretty crazy. Yep. All right. And, yeah, he's in another dimension. Later. Hey, we got a BA sub bang. Let's go. Well, let's go ahead and play that. We do have BetAlytics in the house, but he's down below just dropping subs because that's how awesome BetAlytics is. So excited to have you guys here to get us started with the sub bang as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys as always. Yeah. Boom. Excited to have you here. Thank you. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, if you're watching us on Twitter, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. But if you want the best experience, come and watch us over here on Twitch. It is the best vibes on the internet. And I'm not just saying that. It's actually true. All right, man. Vibes are high today. As I said, we're going to talk all about the Cooper Flagg injury, which happened. I'm sure you guys saw earlier today. The Duke star rolled his ankle, so we'll be talking about that a little bit and giving you guys some thoughts on that. We will be talking also about some college basketball from Mr. Marcio as well. We'll talk about the NBA. I've got a lot of plays in the NBA, a really nice NBA slate tonight, and NZ is with us today, so we will get some plays on the frozen pond. So, good stuff all around. Colby is really having struggles today, but that's okay.
I feel his pain.
It happens sometimes, man.
I've been there.
It happens.
It's the worst.
It does. Everybody say hello to producer Sook in the shadows.
Hi, Sook.
How's it going? Sook will be up here a little bit later to give us his plays that he wrote about at bettingnews.com, which you guys can peep the scribbles right now for the play he has, but he'll talk about it with you guys a little bit later. All right, let's get to it. NZ, let's bring up the best intro in the world, one of our favorite intros on the channel. No point in leaving him in the shadows anymore. BetAlytics time. Let's jump into the lab. Let's get it.
Oh boy, wonder what they're gonna get into today. Oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again. I gotta stay till I die.
going on, brother? How you doing?
What's going on? What's up? Not gonna lie, vibes are at an all-time high over here today.
Let's go.
It's a beautiful day up here. It's just getting good when up here when you get to ditch the coat for the first time. It's the best feeling. So we did that today. We're also seeing the board tremendously today. I got a nice little same game parlay exercise I can't wait to get into. So just vibes are high all around.
Rob has been with us since we pretty much started this channel, and Rob has figured out the vibes from the very beginning that we like a lot of plus money stuff around here, and we do like the parlays. So today, he brought you guys an SGP, which I think you're going to like. It's on the ice. We'll get to that in just a minute. But as always, Rob works for BetAlytics.com. It's a great tool if you guys are sports betting every single day. He's going to show you how the dashboards work. They've done some upgrades, and BetAlytics 2.0 is mwah, 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 sexy, sexy. So he's going to show you guys the vibes. You can get involved with BetAlytics.com by using our promo code BNews. You get a percentage off of your subscription, and it's worth every single penny. So let's jump straight into it, dude. I'm excited to hear about what you got on the ice and this little cheeky parlay you got for us. So let's hop straight to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So to cook up a same game parlay on BetAlytics.com, first you like to just start with the game market projections. Read the game, how's the game going to go, and then go from there, get into the player props. So this is our game market board right here, as you see right at the left here. Our top game market play is an over in the Vegas-Columbus game. We're predicting a goal fest here. We have the over 6.5 here. You can get that at plus money, I believe, at plus 105. But since we're doing a parlay, I might hit that straight. But since we're doing a parlay, we're going to tease that down to 5.5. I believe you can still get that at minus 164. So that's just a starting basis. So we're predicting 7 goals in this game. And just some background data into this game, which our grading system here encapsulates all this research into this, so you don't have to go looking up all this stuff. But just to expand on this a little bit, Vegas and Columbus are meeting up. They are the 5th and 6th highest scoring games in the NHL this season. And even recently, they've maintained that pace over the last 10 games. Columbus is 4th in the NHL with 3.8 goals per game, and Vegas is right behind them, tied for 5th with 3.7 goals per game. So almost top five scoring teams all season, and then recent trend, they're maintaining that scoring pace. So expecting them nothing less to maintain that pace and score some goals tonight. Last couple starts too. Aiden Hill last start 6 goals allowed. Merzlikins last start 5 goals allowed. So defensively they're being a little leaky as well. So yeah, I'm expecting a touchdown of goals tonight. So once we know that, we can lock that in as the first leg, and then let's get into the player props because we know there's going to be some goals tonight.
Before you jump to the player props real quick, just because Vinzi and Betsky and I have talked about this on Puckett about CBJ and how their season has been going. Do you think that they're the biggest surprise in the NHL this entire season? Have you watched a lot of their games?
Yeah, I think they are. How potent their offense is definitely a super surprise. Defensively, they're not very, very good, which also bodes well for the over tonight. They're obviously running on. I don't know if you want to keep bringing up the Johnny Gaudreau tragedy, but they're running on a lot of inspiration this year, and they do got a lot of young talent that's performing well. So they're definitely a very exciting team to watch this year, and they can definitely fill the net. That's for sure.
Yeah, we talked about him a bunch because it's Betsky's new favorite team this season. But we bet on them quite often because of, like you said, their potent offense, and the Gaudreau story is obviously something worth bringing up too. But all right, so starting off with this over, and now let's flip over to the player props to add some more juice to this tasty parlay.
Yeah, so now we jump into the player prop side of the dashboards, and just at the top here, you can just you can filter by game. So I only have the player props for this game brought up, and as you see here, we have a bunch of 5 and 4-star player props kind of littering the top of the board here. We do have Jack Eichel anytime goal as a 5-star projection. However, I am not going to put that in the parlay, and I'll tell you why. So we have our new player trends page over here. I'll switch over to quick, and it's just a quick look. You can look that his goals are down. He's in a bit of a rut, even though the data is strong on him. It puts a lot of season data in behind it. So I recommend always checking the trends page. He scores in about 30% of his games this season. It's down to 20% in his last 10. So he's only got, I think, 2 goals in his last 10 games. I would not be surprised to see him hit the back of the net in this game. with projecting a lot of goals, but I'm actually going to go zero in on over here a little bit. Zach Werenski in the second line of Vegas. We can get into Werenski right away. You can sort by the highest win probability of all player props on another page here that I can show you. You can just sort by win probability. Werenski right there. So Werenski to get a point is the highest, is the player prop with the highest win probability in this game, 67%. And yeah, what's there to say about this guy? He's like a true Norris candidate this year. Shows up in every single game. We can shift over to the player props trend page again. Let's type in Werenski. Werenski's got points in pretty much 68% of his games all season. And then his last 10 games, 70% again. So this guy he shows up every night. He gets points on the board. And if there's goals in this game, I expect no different. You're going to see Werenski on the board here. So that's the first player prop leg of this parlay here.
Nice. So you got the over, which is the first leg, chat, over 5.5, and you got Zach Werenski for a point. And what is the take us home piece?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Dorofeyev. This young little Russian guy. He's come out of nowhere this year. This guy's a gamer, man. We're gonna take him. You see here the 4-star projection is on his anytime goal. I believe that pays like plus 192. And with our 41% projected win probability, that's like giving true implied odds of plus 144. So like 40 points of value there. That's crazy. I would like to throw that in. I might attack that as a single with that value, but we're gonna take him just to get a point tonight at minus 120 since it's a parlay. And this guy over the last 10 games, he's leading Vegas in shots on goal and scoring chances. And he was a bit of a toss up to take with Thomas Hertl. Yeah, who's also here. Thomas Hertl has 7 goals in his last 10 games. So the second line's actually been driving a lot of play for Vegas recently. I'm going to go Dorofeyev though, just because some of the underlying stats, the shots on goal, leading in scoring chances. And he's playing with Thomas Hertl, who's scoring at a tremendous rate right now. I'm going to take Dorofeyev just because he has better value. But yeah, any of those guys on the second line is not a bad option. But yeah, Dorofeyev, he's quarterbacking the right point of the power play right now and playing with Hertl, who's filling the net. So there's just a lot of options in this game overall. You can take Werenski point. Hertl's not a bad option, but ultimately I'm going to settle on Dorofeyev for a point at minus 120. So if you put all that parlay together, I think you can get it at plus 250. Not bad for a same game parlay if you're expecting a ton of goals. The player props should fall in line. We just need a touchdown of goals like we have projected there.
Nice. So there you guys go. There you can see how he obviously just put together a nice plus 240, plus 250 little bankroll builder with 3 legs that are all backed by the BetAlytics dashboards. Which is very tasty. I know you've got a couple more straights to give us. You guys can all obviously take some of these straights. A couple of them are a little bit juiced. The Dorofeyev actually is minus 120. That's playable value. But Werenski points a little juiced there. The over is also a little bit juiced too. So you can parlay them together like he did on the screen here for you guys for plus 240. So there's your BetAlytics parlay of the day. I will ask Rob before he leaves which piece he wants to go into the Betty for. But I know you got a couple singles that you like too. So you want to throw those our way too?
Yeah, absolutely. We got a big game in the Eastern Conference tonight. We're going Panthers, Leafs, and it's going to be a playoff preview type game. So, what player better to zero in on than Sam Bennett over here?
Okay,
this guy lives and dies by games like these. We're going to take him over for shots, get 3+ shots. A little juice at minus 150, I believe, but. This guy lives and dies by games like this. As you see, it's one of the top player prop projections for this game. And just some stuff we absolutely love about this is the Leafs have just been giving up an absolutely insane amount of shots per game. Overall, they're overall a pretty good defensive team, but I think that's hidden by a lot of they've had some elite goaltending this year. They're actually 25th in the league this whole season in shots per game in 29.3 per game. So giving up pretty much 30 shots per game. And then you have Florida. They're the second highest shot volume per game in the NHL. So they average 32 shots per game. So you can easily see Leafs giving up like 35 shots in this game. And Sam Bennett's our top shots on goal performer here. Like I said, he lives and dies by these games. He's going to be all over the map. And he's also he also thrives for the Leafs. I think in his last 3 games, he has 3 goals, 5 points, averaging just over 3 shots per game. And this is just a steady trend. So you can go back to the trends page over here and type in Bennett shots. On the season, he gets 63.5 shots per game, and then in his last 10, it's a little down, but still 6 out of 10 games the last 10, 60%. So combine the fact that they're playing the Leafs that give up a ton of shots, playoff type atmosphere, games that he thrives in, and I think he could get this easily.
Love it. So Sam Bennett for 3 shots should be a good game, like you mentioned, between the Leafs tonight. Just before we move to the NBA and get your play on the hardwood, is Marchand playing tonight? Is he making his? Is he not there yet?
Marchand's still out. Tkachuk is obviously still to the playoffs, and they just got slapped with that Ekblad suspension. So
yeah,
that's right. I forgot about that.
So I wonder when Marchand's going to make his debut. I wonder if it'll be a couple more games. We'll find out. But all right, man. Well, let's move to the hardwood. Chat, drop a dub if you guys are enjoying the BetAlytics stuff on the ice. We'll go through everything at the very end before we let Rob get out of here. But what's the moves on the hardwood?
Yeah, man. Let's go to the NBA game markets projection. Our top game market projection here, 5 stars. I feel like I've been dropping some random Orlando Magic this year, but we're gonna hit them up again. We absolutely love them in this spot. 5-star projection, like I said, the 62.2% win probability. Projected to win by almost 5 points. And usually when I bring up the Magic, we like to talk about how good their defense is and how bad their offense is. Usually their 30th ranked offense is a concern when you're taking them, but not versus the Pelicans, who have a similarly ranked 26th ranked offense. And then the defenses in this matchup aren't not even close. Like I said, Magic, second-ranked defense in the NBA. Pelicans ranked dead last 30th. So that's the huge discrepancy in this matchup. And then expect that to be the difference maker in this one. Also, head-to-head trends in this game are absolutely one-sided to the Magic. Magic's won 6 in a row versus Pelicans, all in convincing fashion. The one time they played this season earlier, I think it was in November, Magic won 115-88.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And I'm not a huge go back into 2, 3, 4 years ago guy, because it's different teams. I find it irrelevant, but just to bring it up, Magic are 13-2 in the last 15 versus the Pelicans. So
I will say that, yeah, because that is true, especially from a player prop perspective as well. You got to think about that. But when you notice a trend like that, which is so heavily one direction, then sometimes some teams just don't fucking like other teams, regardless of who's wearing the jersey or the city or whatever it is. So if it's like that heavy, I think it is a point that matters. But you're right, overall, sometimes it doesn't matter at all. But all right, you're just becoming the Orlando Magic, man. Are you going to get a jersey from this team if they keep cashing you out?
Yeah, we'll see. I could go with a Apollo jersey.
There you
Apollo,
go.
there are worse ones to get for sure.
Yeah, I think, we have him projected to get almost 30 points tonight too, so that's something to keep on your end.
Nice.
Oh,
I have a play in this.
okay.
I have a play in this game actually, but it's on the Pelican side of things. But I'll drop it a little bit later. All right, man. Great stuff all around. Chat, as always, you can go to betalytics.com. As you can see, they've been upgrading a lot of stuff on the dashboards. They look really, really crisp, and they're a lot easier for you guys to kind of differentiate between all the data and how the models are working. Go check it out at betalytics.com. You can use our promo code BNews to get a subscription. It's like paying for Netflix. And they have a Discord as well you can get involved in that gets dropped, all different types of stuff as well. You can join our free Discord too, but you can get involved with their Discord, but you have to be a member to be in their Discord. So go get involved with betalytics.com with the promo code BNews. All right, man, roll through everything one more time, and then we'll let you rock and roll and get out of here.
Yeah, so we're all absolutely all over the Vegas Columbus game for some goals tonight. You can take any of these as straights, but this is the same game parlay we cooked up. We're going over 5.5 goals. We're going to take Pavel Dorofeyev for a point. Zach Werenski, absolute stud on the back end for a point. And then Leafs Panthers, little playoff preview. We're going to go Sam Bennett, 3+ shots. The guy's a dog in games like this. And then I'm the Magic Man, so we're gonna go Magic money line.
The Magic Man, Magic Rob, not Magic Mike.
Cheesy nickname.
Yeah, there you go. All right, brother. Well, thanks for stopping by and spending some time. As always, you're becoming like a Thursday staple. It's it's pretty electric. Great time to bet on some hockey. Great time to bet on some basketball. I'm glad to have you here. Before we let you rock and roll and get out of here, which play would you like to go in the parlay?
Oof.
I like them all, to be fair to you, but I really like that over in the CBJ game. That one was kind of speaking to me. I do like the Bennett play too, but Sogs have been so shitty to me and us on Puckett especially. So I don't know if I want to go that route.
I kind of like the Magic. I kind of like
the Magic money line. We're rolling with the Magic.
Rob?
Oh man, I'm gonna go the over in CVJ Vegas. That's just me.
Okay.
All right.
Just because we had it, we have it 5-star projected over 6.5. Like we have 7 goals in that game. We're teasing that down a bit, so I think that should be a high probability play. So
we're rooting for bangs. That's all we need. All right, so over 5.5 in the CBJ game. That'll be the first leg for the BetSpresso 4, which we'll cook at the end of the show. But don't forget, you can ride the SGP that Rob built for you guys right here on the show. And as always, go get involved with BetAlytics.com. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks for being here, man.
Cheers, guys. See you next week.
See you, brother.
Best of luck.
Yes, sir. Yes, catch some tickets. Have a great night, man. Take it easy. All right. Wow. Look at that.
Your mustache got longer in the time you were gone.
It did.
Hello. Definitely looks like he improved, though.
Yeah.
I had to restart the whole laptop. It was terrible. I came back and my video wouldn't load, and then I was like, that's it. We're just hitting the power button until this thing goes black. I'm just going to delete a bunch of stuff. I mean, my laptop's not that old. Like, it's not where I'm like...
those tabs, bro.
I never have any tabs open outside of this in my notes, so it sucks. This was worse than it was yesterday. Because
it was really funny watching you start the show and not even know you were starting the show.
I was just like, all right.
Is that what happened yesterday?
Yeah, anytime we go into upper units after Sauce Team, I'm just like, all right, there's going to be a delay. There's going to be a delay. And this time I'm like, there's going to be a delay. And then you were talking, and then the music came back on, and I was like,
oh, no.
I'm going to beat the crap out of this laptop.
Yeah. We'll get you an upgrade soon. Glad to have you back.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome into Afternoon BetSpresso. We're ending communism tonight in the Big East tournament. Shout out to DePaul. We're going to get it done. Are they really? No comment. No comment. But hey, my support system, Book of Chew, is on DePaul plus 12.5, and that's the only thing I can ask for today is some support. I'm pretty sure he's only on them because they're a Chicago team.
I feel like he just auto bets Chicago teams at this point.
Support is support, you know.
Hey,
absolutely.
He had to let me know, and I was excited, super excited.
Support is support. Well, let's. I just want to pick your brain about this a little bit since it was the big news that kind of happened today, and then we'll let you jump into some of your plays that you have for later in the day. As you guys know, you probably saw this on the timeline, but Duke superstar and projected number 1 overall pick Cooper Flagg rolled his ankle today in that game against Georgia Tech. Duke ended up winning the game in the end anyway. They were losing at one particular point, but I'm not going to lie, it didn't look very good. It looked kind of – I think he might be out for a couple of weeks, if not longer. So just from an overall betting perspective, obviously Duke was in the top, is going to be a number 1 overall seed, I would assume, and also is projected to possibly go far in the tournament, if not win the tournament. There you go. Didn't look good. It was not a fun ankle twist.
No.
Obviously, we don't know how much time he's going to miss at this point. Everybody sprains their ankle differently. It's all different. But just from a betting perspective, do you think that Duke's cooked now?
Pretty much. I mean, before that, one of their players dislocated his shoulder. We keep forgetting to mention that. I forgot his name. I'm not good with college names unless they're going to be Cooper Flagg-like guys. But, yeah, the one dude dislocated his shoulder, and he ran to the locker room like this with his arm down.
That's the worst.
So My initial reaction to seeing Cooper Flagg in the wheelchair was, did he crap himself? Because Paul Pierce, but that's not funny.
Hey,
He crapped himself. So I mean, Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce crapped himself, and
that ankle rolled, so we know he didn't crap himself.
Yeah,
he might have crapped himself a little bit when he rolled his.
Yeah, he may have after it happened. Yeah,
maybe a little bit of pee, maybe just a little bit of pee. But no, it's sad seeing stuff like that, especially this time of year, because I really wanted to know how good Duke is. And I know they started off terribly, and I know I had their team total over 82.5, and it came close for how terrible they started that game. That honestly is a win that I didn't win because of how well their second half was. But I don't know what to expect from that team. I kind of wanted them to lose today because then I've been like, oh, yeah, they're going to tear it up in March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
I jokingly tweeted out they're looking ahead to a 16 seed, but they definitely weren't. He's the backbone of that team. I was never really high on them I never wanted to go out and bet them to win it all because Cooper Flagg's young. Remember, he just got his license, just had prom. He's 17 when the season started. We all know that. He's from Maine. I don't know what to expect. I bet he's out for a long time to where it doesn't even matter about their future because the season probably is over with by the time he's healthy. So I would stay cautious. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the spread is for tomorrow. Very curious to know what that's going to look like. So, and it's terrible ACC too, so they still have a chance of winning it. The conference sucks.
He'll be back after the first weekend, is what Stook is seeing. So I guess that's the preliminary. So it must not have been that bad of a sprain.
It must been as bad. Yeah. It looked real bad. But it didn't get walk off.
Yeah, it looked like one of those. You ever just accidentally step wrong and your ankle does that? And you're like, oh, I almost lost everything. Huh?
We got to stop with the low tops. That's going to happen every time.
I never understood why. Have you guys ever played in low tops?
I hate it. Yeah.
I played one half in them and sold them to my buddy at halftime.
It's like playing in flip-flops.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad. And then this happens a lot more because you don't think about it until you do it. And this is why I was saying, the crazy thing about spraining your ankle like that is, there's so many different degrees of it. Everybody reacts differently. Something can look really bad, and then they're back in, a week and a half or something, just because you never know. Some guys have really elastic parts of their ankle versus other guys, especially if you've never rolled your ankle before previously.
We need to bring back those Kobe 10s or whatever they were, the really high tops, so you support the what did Kobe tear? You got to support the Achilles?
Yeah. Achilles, yeah.
Also, I don't understand why guys like the low tops. Playing in high tops is just, you feel like you're actually playing hoops.
You feel like you're hooping.
You feel like you're balling.
Before we move past this and talk about the games that Kobe's got tonight and maybe touch on some stuff tomorrow as well, but I'm going to be interested to see how they deal with this because obviously...
Yes.
Are
those the 9s or the 10s? Those are the 9s or 10s?
I think they're 9s.
Wow,
dude, I wanted those so bad when they came out because they were so ridiculously high.
Kobe, they dropped the line for Friday already.
What is it?
8.5. Duke's favorite. UNC.
I kind of lean Duke. UNC's been playing great ball, and they're not good.
Knippel's good, so maybe this will have a chance for him to ball out. But. Yeah, just on the Flagg thing before we move past this and talk about more about today. I'd be interested to see how they treat this situation because he's going to be the number 1 overall pick. Presumably, he's going to go to the NBA, even though there's been rumblings he might stay at Duke. But the worst thing that could happen is he comes back too soon and then gets further injured and further messes up his ankle or even gets a knee problem because of it. Because these things can compile when it starts happening if you just rush it back. So I'd be interested to see because at this point he's about to make a lot of fucking money. And you don't want to ruin that by trying to. I know winning a national championship with your squad is cool, but you don't want to.
He misses the tourney. He comes back next year.
I was gonna say this isn't like a bowl game that's meaningless. You kind of have to play. There's really no way. If you're not playing, you're Cam Warding it. Basically, you're sending it in.
He'll come back next year. If he misses that tournament, there's no way he doesn't come back next year. He got robbed.
You can't. If he doesn't go to the NBA, he will change the trajectory of college hoops for a long time. which I doubt he does because you're passing up more money than you are staying.
He'll get the money though.
But all right. So we talk with Shaq.
You're getting a shoe deal. You'll get every deal under the sun.
He would also. What if he comes back next season and he tears his ACL and then he's out for
I guess.
months,
I mean, that could happen at any point in time too.
Sure, but if he gets the bag now, like he could then not be the top pick this following season.
I also don't want to just badmouth SBJ's new quarterback that's coming up, but
true.
You don't want him to do a Cam Ward. I just wanted to say Cam Ward once again.
future Tennessee Titan. I tweeted this out. I tweeted this out earlier too, and we talked about it on the show as well. But I've come to the realization and I've come to the acceptance that most likely on April the 26th that Cam Ward is going to be the number 1 pick by the Titans.
You should be a new fan of another team after that.
You
should be a fan of whoever.
I'm not a fair weather fan. I've watched Zach Mettenberger throw the ball for the Tennessee Titans, man. I've lived through all the days.
The Giants signed fucking Aaron Rodgers. I get the pity, okay? I'll take Cam Ward any day over this fucking old man.
I think they might get.
No, I would honestly not. I don't like football talk right now, but I will say if you
brought it up, to be fair,
I did. If your team is getting I would much rather have Aaron Rodgers than my team waste a first-round draft pick on the future. On the future, you're getting Aaron Rodgers is a temporary position filler.
Right, it's a temporary.
That means you're gonna go want and get who's next year? Arch Manning. Arch Manning. You want Arch Manning over Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders?
I said it before that I would rather the Titans with them 1 pick. We actually both of our teams have high picks in Z. But I would rather the Titans either trade back and get Carter or draft Carter, or trade back and get Hunter or draft Hunter, and be mediocre or terrible again this year. Build some nice pieces and then get Arch next year, and then just.
I said this with T-Mac yesterday. You know when your team sucks is when you're getting excited about the offseason. It's the only time you're getting excited.
It's true.
100%.
You ever hear Shaggy talk about the offseason?
No. I don't care. He's in Vegas right now, enjoying the fact that the Chiefs are probably going to go to the Super Bowl again next year.
He's put his wager in yet?
Sure. He's doing it probably right now.
Anyone who drafts Carter is going to be the happiest team for the next decade. He is probably going to be the new Aaron Donald.
He's a stud. What
he did in the playoffs with one shoulder, that's all I needed to know. All I needed to see.
I like Ward, and I do think – I don't know. I said it, and I don't know what the Titans are going to do, but I think Carter is the pick, in my opinion. I think you got to take him. But we'll see.
Kadar,
we got a lot. Kadar. All right, we don't talk football anymore because we could probably talk about it a little bit longer. But let's talk some hoops. Colbs, I know you got some plays out there tonight in the college realm as these conference tournaments are getting rocking and rolling and continuing. What do you like out there tonight with the college?
Just one. We're ending the day with one more play. Sook, put it up there. Get it. We're taking an over. We're taking the over in the USC Purdue game at 145. It opened at 145 on a certain book, and I said, hell yeah, because another book had 148, which is probably the number you are going to probably look at right now and go, well, should I take that? Just listen to what I have to say. USC is coming off a double overtime win against Rutgers, which is a lot of play and a lot of toll on these kids' bodies and whatnot. Purdue is coming off losing to Illinois last Friday. Let's talk about these defenses since February 1st because they are atrocious. Purdue.
Horrible.
21st worst EFG defense, 37th worst turnover defense, 41st highest free throw rate defense, dead last in 2-point defense, 276 in 3-point rate defense, allowing 71.5 points per game on the road. USC since February 1st, 285th in EFG defense, 22nd worst defensive rebounding team in the entire country, 308 in 2-point defense, and they have been allowing 81 points on the road per game. Their offenses, top 35, Purdue's the 5th best. This is all since February 1st. This is all my handicaps have been since February 1st. Top 50 EFG offenses, Purdue's 14th. Top 15 3-point percentage shooting teams, and they have been averaging over 77 points since February 1st. These teams, despite having so much play yesterday, USC's offense should show up. Purdue's defense should be terrible enough for USC to stay in this game. Is this me saying I like USC? Of course not. I really like Purdue, but I'm not paying Purdue to win by a double digits that's basically the whole reason why I'm taking the over here. I think there's a lot of points. I think it stays closer, but I can see Purdue winning by 12. So hopefully both teams score in the 70s. Hopefully somebody scores 80. So then maybe USC just craps the bed because they're tired. Oh, you're so tired. The biggest moment of your life when you're tired.
Terrible. They're terrible. All right.
But
So
this number also got up to 150 this morning. So people like the over.
I'm seeing 149.5. Do you like that? I know you said
it's
2 buckets.
If my only concern is USC being exhausted, I think I can live with that. Yeah, they should be fine. The defenses are just atrocious. With Purdue being the worst 2-point percentage defense in the entire country since February 1st, I think USC should be able to get some easy shots and easy buckets on the inside, while both teams being fantastic from behind the arc. I think it'll be a fun one. Hopefully it's not a dreadful, slow pace, low scoring one, because those are only fun when you have the under.
Yeah, sure. When you have the over, you want a lot of buckets.
Track me.
Zip, 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 zip. All right, 149.5. It's going in the parlay. So
also, when I saw 145, I was like, that seems like a misprice if another book has 148.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm either screwed, we're all screwed, or this thing's soaring.
Sure. Well, if something moves like 4 or 5 points like that, you can move it on. Inzi's dying.
Yeah.
Hope you're okay.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Also, I just want to say it was Bring My Father to Work Day, so it's an absolute blast.
Worked out. Before we move to the ice, and I'll finish this off in the NBA, but do you have any thoughts on that DePaul game? Do you think they're just going to get absolutely crushed?
It's so tough. It's really tough to say. If you told me to take a side, I couldn't. I would probably want to root for the over because I think DePaul is a team right now that is one of the most you don't want to face a team like DePaul right now. I'm not saying that Creighton's going to lose or DePaul's going to win. Just what is DePaul playing for? They have nothing. Are they going to win this whole tournament? No. But when you got a lot of guys coming together really late in the season like they are right now, and they're hot. They're very hot for no reason. They lost Enright to his shoulder, and he's getting surgery. They lost a bunch of guys, but everyone's coming together. And if Isaiah Rivera is hitting his shots, which every time he takes a jumper, I'm like, oh my God, he's the best shooter on the planet. They're going to have a good game. I hope they keep it within 12, and I hope they don't get embarrassed.
I think they do. I had a system like 2 years ago when I actually bet college basketball, and I would take these teams on these big spreads, and DePaul was always one that covered. They always covered.
You definitely took that one where Marquette won on or not Marquette. They won on a buzz. They lost on a buzzer. That's the one you took.
Anytime they were like eight points or bigger, I took them, and they covered about 80 to 90% of the time.
That's funny.
That's so random.
I mean, 12.5 is a lot of points, man.
What are they?
Wait, question.
Yeah.
Did Lou Dortz go to DePaul?
I have no idea who that. Oh, Lou Dort on the OKC?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. There's a guy.
He definitely didn't.
Arizona State.
Yeah, screw that team.
Thank you, sir.
So DePaul lost by. Wow, they lost 73-49 at home. And then they lost 75-65 at Creighton. So the second game was pretty good.
That's a cover.
Where's the Big East tournament? Where's this tournament?
At Madison Square.
Just say it's New York.
The Mecca. NZ should go.
I saw somebody on the interweb today was there, and I said, shit, I should have went. And I know it's all weekend, but you got to plan these things in advance. At least in my life.
Sure.
You just do one of these out the door. You just do one of these. You did it to me. Remember?
Sure.
I'm still waiting to come back.
They write themselves.
I left the milk on the doorstep.
Absolutely.
I
actually had I had tickets to go to the Vanderbilt game yesterday, but I didn't feel I was too under the weather, and I'm glad I didn't go because Vanderbilt lost. So
oh shit.
Yeah, it's all right. All right. Well, Colby will have no upper units tomorrow though, chat. So no, he'll have all the college basketball plays for you guys on the timeline though, and at bettingnews.com, so will Shags. But tomorrow we have a special surprise for you guys in the morning time, as we have the return of your favorite baseball show on the internet. The Pickoff is coming back tomorrow. It's back. So 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 Central. Mr. Marcio will be going live, talking all about some season futures for baseball, some college baseball as well. He'll have a couple of bets, or have a couple of futures for you guys as well. Have a couple guests for you guys tomorrow too. I'll be lurking in the shadows, so it's gonna be fun. The Pickoff will be back. So that's all the baseball talk we're doing.
Two guests. We got a whole boatload. Let's go over to my action real quick and just scroll. So if you see here, excuse me.
Yeah, you got that.
Close that tab, son.
Yeah.
Look at all those futures. Look at all those. And then there's red. Once you get to my last 30 days, it's all red. It's fantastic.
Runs in the family.
Yeah. They get it from Mike.
Cold as ice. Yeah, you do. You do currently. Fuck. Sorry, son.
Well, that will be live tomorrow in the morning, 11 Central. So no OP units tomorrow, but Mr. Marcio will be live for the Pickoff. Guests, vibes, baseball. Let's go.
Speaking of
baseball,
let's go.
Speaking of baseball, he'll like that tomorrow for baseball love. But we're about to talk some basketball, so good time, KD. It's actually NZ. I'll let you take it away and talk some stuff on the ice real quick, and then I'll give you some NBA plays. What do you like out there on the frozen pond?
Sure. I got 2-point plays for us because I'm staying away from the Sogs, as we mentioned before. I forgot we have producer Sug because I'm sitting here getting ready to push buttons. So the first guy we're going to take is on the Florida Panthers is Mackie Samskovich for a point plus 104. The guy is
How many times you practice that? How many times you practice that name?
3 times.
There you go.
I'll be honest. I won't lie. I said it like 4. I was like, Samskovich.
You nailed it.
Okay.
Nailed it.
He's got a point in his last 4 to 5. He's hitting his last 3 road games straight. And he also got a point against Toronto, his only game this year. He's on the second line, and he's on the first power play unit, which is why I love him to get a point tonight. We should see some goals. I love him to get a point. This kid's been firing. His shots on goal have been up and down, so I did not touch them. He did come off a game where he just had 7 shots on goal, which is a lot. So we're going to move over to the next point prop. I'll make it quick for you guys, is Pierre-Luc Dubois for minus 111 value. He is on the Washington Capitals. His point prop right now is looking tasty. He's playing his former team in LA. He just came off a 3-point game against Anaheim last night. Or was it 2 nights ago? I'm sorry. It was 2 nights ago. He has 4 points in his last 3 games versus LA. He had 2 points in the game versus them this year. And he's also had a point in all 3 away games versus LA since leaving there. So he obviously is still comfortable in that barn. We're getting good value. I didn't even put the 2 of them together, but I wouldn't be opposed to putting the 2 of them together. You probably get around plus 200 or so value. That's my 2 plays for today. Nice, short and sweet, keeping it to the point. Get it? Keeping it to the point. And
Hey, all right now. Love it. I like the Luc Dubois play a lot. The former squad narrative. He's been great for the Capitals this season too. Yeah, maybe one of those points will be to Ovi, who is
the Caps have just been crazy this year too. They've been so good. He really found himself a nice place to go after that little debacle leaving Winnipeg to LA, and things were kind of funky there. And I was surprised to see him move again, and it definitely worked out for him. So good shit.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. You down to put this in the parlay?
Yeah, either one, whichever you guys like more.
What's the second guy's name again? Say the second guy's name.
Pierre-Luc Dubois or Mackie.
A little more. Add a little.
Dubois. Luc Dubois.
Yeah, that's my pick. Just because of the name. Just because of the way he said it on the sell job. He really tried to like make it seem like he was doing that on purpose, but he was like, I really practiced this, so I'm gonna give it.
Yeah.
Give it the you know. And we don't have.
Look at the rats outside of the ratatouille.
You don't have to say the first guy's name again. That's okay. Practice that one enough. Hey, there it is. Chat's going bananas. Is what's going on in this A&M game?
Yeah, what's up, Josh? What's
spelling out, commenting out.
You actually, that's actually pretty good. That's a actual phonetic spelling of
Texas.
I just know it's a big French thing.
Sure.
Texas A&M
no
going
shit.
into OT.
Suck is like half
Okay.
dead. I didn't even look down when we were doing our. There he goes.
You know the crazy thing is if you go to France, they actually talk like this, and then they go like they say like this a lot, and they go like this all the time.
Oui,
They
oui.
actually do. They do that shit. They really do. So let's go. Yeah, let's go. These are the little details, chat. The little details that you like. See, look at that. A little power B in there. It's always the power B. Let's go. All right, let's move to the NBA. I got some plays for you guys in the NBA and the National Basketball Association. And there's only 5 games, but chat, oh boy, I found a lot of plays that I like a lot. So there's one game that's really going to be piquing everybody's interest tonight as the Bucks are taking on the Lakers. I'll finish off with the plays that I have in that game. I have a couple plays in that one. But we'll kick us off here and start us off by talking about the back-to-back situation as the Detroit Pistons are taking on the worst team in basketball, taking on the Washington Wizards. They just played a couple days ago, and I took this prop when they played last game, and I'm taking it again today. Give me Cade Cunningham over 14.5 rebounds and assists. I do like him to flirt with a triple-double here. He hit this line in the last game, like I just said, with 10 assists and 8 rebounds. He's also hit this line in 4 straight games against the Wizards. The Wizards are one of the worst teams in the NBA defensively and worst in bottom 5 in most statistical categories. They allow the most points, they allow the 3rd most rebounds, and they allow the 2nd most assists to every position. They're terrible. But the other thing about this is they are at home. The Pistons are at home. Cade has hit this in 8 straight home games. So give me riding the wagon here. Just took it. It's always a little bit scary. It's a big spread, but I think the Wizards are going to hang around long enough to keep this game close. So I really like Cade here at the over 14.5 rebounds and assist line. Another RA that I like, which is from that game that Rob talked to you guys about earlier with taking the Magic, but I'm taking a Pelicans player. And chat, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention or not, but Zion Williamson has been playing the best basketball of his life. I'm taking his over 11.5 rebounds and assists, fresh off of a triple-double against the Clippers. I'm taking him again today. I don't really know why this line is 11.5 for a playable number, and I'm going to happily take it. He has hit this also he's hit this in 4 of his last 6 games. Like I said, he's just coming off a triple-double, so obviously he hit it in his last game there too. Last point on this one as well, he's hit this in 6 of his last 7 home games, and this game is in the Smoothie Center in New Orleans. So give me Zion to keep doing what he's been doing. I like his PRA too if you want to take the points because he has been scoring, although the Magic are pretty good defensively. Well, without Jalen Suggs, that team is completely different defensively as well. I love the double-double for plus 300. He's had a double-double in his last 2 home games as well, hitting this RA line with either rebounds or the triple-double like he just had. Double-double at plus 300 is great value, chat. So if you like the RA for Zion, you can take the double-double. You can sprinkle the triple-double if you want, but I don't think he's going to have back-to-back triple-doubles. Maybe. All right, now let's go to the game of the night. The Lakers taking on, going not north of the border, but going to the frigid cold of Milwaukee. Should be a great game. It's a 7-point spread. Still no LeBron James. Luka Doncic is a game-time decision, but I think that Luka's going to play in this game. But I'll kick us off by talking about the guy that you should take now. If Luka sits, Austin Reeves will have an even bigger role in the game for the Lakers. I like this prop regardless of if Luka plays or not, but my first play I like a lot is Austin Reeves over 11.5 rebounds and assists. I got plus money here. I'm seeing some plus 108s, plus 105s out there. You get a little bit of a better number than I did. Like I said, Luka's game time, but as you guys saw in the last game with Luka Doncic, with no LeBron James in the lineup, with that loss to the Nets that the Lakers took, Austin Reeves absolutely cooked. He had 10 assists and 8 rebounds in that game, seeming to fill the shoes that LeBron has left behind, and as he's dealing with that ankle injury as well. So I'm kind of just setting this and forgetting this for now. And again, if Luka ends up not playing in this game, this is not going to be plus money. This line will probably jump up to 13 or 14.5 as it should. I like it even on the latter situation. You can even sprinkle the double-double here as well for Reeves, which is really good value at plus 490, depending on which book you have as well. I did parlay both of their double-doubles, Zion and Reeves as well, if you want to get a little spicy for plus 2,000. That's just for you guys in here. My favorite play, though, of the entire slate, my favorite play of the entire day is also in this game, and it's on the other side. And I'm taking a superstar. I'm being nice and chalky here. Give me Giannis over 48.5 PRA. I like the RA if you want to take the RA instead. But Giannis has hit his PRA in 5 straight games against the Los Angeles Lakers with a couple 40 pieces in there. He plays really well against this team. There's no big defense that the Lakers can throw at him that is going. There's no good defense that you can throw at Giannis anyway. But the Lakers have really bad interior defense right now. Obviously Vanderbilt and the Vanderbilts of this lineup, and what is the guy's name? Jemison. He's going to be out there too. But I just don't see a way that the Lakers are going to be able to stop Giannis for an entire game. Like I said, he's hit this in 5 straight games. Yeah, exactly, Kadar. Exactly. The Bucks are going to come out. I think Dame should cook too after his poor performance against the Pacers as well. But you will know that Giannis is going to want to come out and flush their last game and give it to the Lakers like everybody likes to. So give me Giannis over 48.5 PRA. I love the triple-double sprinkle as well at plus 650. He's had a triple-double in back-to-back games against the Los Angeles Lakers, both of them being last season. So, but my favorite overall PRA over 48.5. And those are the 4 plays that I have. I did bet on Luka as well. I'm not going to sell you guys that because I don't know
if he's playing or not.
I hate getting phone calls when we're on the show.
Hello?
Especially from people
Sorry.
that I know that knows I'm on a show.
It's got to be
it's really annoying when that happens. I can't hear you guys because my headphones disconnect my phone, but I'm talking so you guys can hear me. There we go. Now I can hear you.
I said it's got to be
yeah. No,
he's perfect.
My mom actually. I know, man. I'm sorry.
Everyone call SPJ. His number is 137.
There you go. Yeah. So I like Luka just to finish this off here, and then we can cook the parlay and get out of here. I like Luka. His RA is at 17.5. I got minus 130. You can bump it up a little bit. I didn't pitch that to you guys though, just because he might sit. So, but I do have it booked. If you guys want to rock and roll with Luka tonight, triple double is like plus 200. Build it out though. You get a better value if he plays. He's probably going to get close to a triple double, if not a triple double. So. All right, let's Sook wrote about a game tonight, which is the last game of the night. The Warriors, the other game on TNT, the Warriors taking on the Kings. I'll bring producer Sook up here so he can talk to you guys about what he likes in that game. Are you ready, Sook?
What's up, boys? Weird transition, but here I am.
I asked you. I said I teed it up for you. What were you doing?
Sook had the millennial pause right there.
Yeah, he did for sure.
This number is moving all over. Oh, you gave me the big screen. I hated that, just like NZ.
I
got Sabonis over 5.5 assists. It's moving all over the place. You can get 4.5 pretty juice now. You could get 5.5 plus money earlier today. But he has hit this in 7 out of 8 games against Golden State. I just think Golden State's perimeter defense is very active. They're one of the best teams at forcing a poor assist-to-turnover ratio, so they're going to need Sabonis coming off a injury. And I talked to Dr. V, and he said if he was out for 5 games with a hammy injury, he's probably more healthy overall, because if the hammy injury was that serious, he would likely miss more than 5 games. So if this doesn't hit, blame V, not me. So Sabonis over 5.5 assists. I really like that. But also tap into Mr. Buddy Hield, the former King. He had 5 threes the last 2 times out against the Warriors. The Kings are absolutely bottom last in giving up almost 40% from 3, which is hilariously bad in the modern NBA. So I think this is low-key going to be a good game, and give me Sabonis assists, and I'm looking at Buddy Hield's threes.
Real quick, because Sabonis is, just to answer a question in the chat, Sabonis is still questionable. It is kind of more of a, I'm going to assume that it's going to probably be how he feels after warm-up. That would be my thought. I think
he practiced yesterday, and coach said he looked good and was kind of like coy about it. I feel like he was trying not to let the Warriors know what was going on, but I think he suits up in this one, especially going through full practice yesterday.
Last point on this, because I peeped your scribbles. Chat, go peep scribbles. Go peep all the scribbles at bettingnews.com for free, obviously, as always. But if you check out the scribbles, you'll see the graph of Sabonis's assist numbers. It's very green. It's very nice. And this is a guy that we know can. It's very green. This is a guy that we know can flirt with the triple double. Dude, you're getting sick value on his ladder, like up to 8, and who knows? I mean, maybe he comes back and balls. So,
like I said, 7 of his last 8.
Yeah, Dr. V says a lot.
What else?
Sometimes without saying a lot. We love Dr. V though.
Did he say Sabonis' name correctly or no?
Oh, Domantas Sabonis is easy enough. He handled that one.
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him.
If I say it
He's
wrong,
gone a long way.
If I say it wrong, my fiance chastises me. Because all right, producer, I'll send you back. Goodbye. Good stuff. Spice Hook. All right, boys. Let's cook. Great show, as always. Chad, drop a dub if you've enjoyed the show today. Good vibes all around. Big Rob got us started from BetAlytics in the lab, and then Colby gave us all the moves on the college basketball slate. We love to see it. NZ took us to the frozen pond, and then we closed this off with some NBA. Let's cook. So I've got the over 5.5 from BetAlytics in the CBJ Golden Knights game. The over 149.5 in your USC Purdue game.
49.5?
I got 149.5.
46.5.
You dog!
Did you buy it down?
You dirty dog!
I did the all. I did the
all.
all.
All right, I'll do that with you. I'll do that with you.
And 3, all 3.
Let's do that. I'd rather.
My son was so proud of me for a second. He's like, "You CLV son of a gun, you! You
No,
son of a gun, you!"
I thought he got like an insane number on a book.
That's what I mean. You were proud of me, and then I just completely deflated.
Oh man, I was like, "That's a shopping genius right there."
Over 146.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. All right, Pierre-Luc Dubois. Say it with us, chat. Dubois. For a point, he plays for the Capitals. And then of the guys I mentioned in the NBA, what do you guys want to do?
It's a bonus. We'll just take Sook's play.
Just take Sook's play and not do mine.
I was actually going to say we should make it a 5-piece with Sook.
We can. We can add.
No, he has to. He came up and pitched. He has to.
True.
Yeah, that's true. You do have to.
Do you like Sabonis better than Buddy Hield, Sook?
You know, Sook, you can't. I know you worry about your plays hitting Sook. If he doesn't play, it voids.
True.
That is true, Kobe. Let's go with Sabonis.
All right. Let's go Boner. Sabonis over 4.5
I'm always
assists.
looking out for you, man. Always looking out.
Absolutely. All right, and then of the ones I said, which one do you guys want to roll with?
What time is this fucking game?
Ooh, the Zion one.
You like Zion?
Yeah.
Was that assists as well, though?
No, it's RA.
It's RA. Oh, your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
11.5.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so chat, here we go. We've got the over 5.5 from BetAlytics, Pierre-Luc Dubois for a point. The over 146.5 for the USC Purdue game for Mr. Marcio. Domantas Sabonis over 4.5 assists from producer Stook. And then Zion over 11.5 rebounds and assists from myself to take us home, plus 1442. What a great year that was. 1442.
I was there.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. He's a sneaky sharp guy, that producer guy.
Sneaky.
He's a sneaker.
Sorry, guys. Hate to break it to you, but that USC Purdue game is going to happen, so it won't void.
Oh, okay. Well, it's okay. It's all right. We still believe in you. All right, chat. There it is. If you guys want to ride the BetSpresso 5, it became a BetSpresso 5 today. A 5-piece. If you want to rock and roll, plus 1442, get involved. And as always, though, bet them all straight, chat. You guys know the deal. That's how you make money in the long term in this game. So bet it all straight. We gave you all the reasons why you should bet them all straight and what we're on straight. But ride the parlay for fun. Put a cup of coffee on it. Have a good time and enjoy this beautiful slate tonight. BetSpresso 5. I got 5 on it. All right, boys. Anything else?
Hoops.
I think that's it, man.
Let's go, Mons.
We got a half hour till the slates start. Good time to put your bets in.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If this is your first time tapping in with us, we go live every single day right here on Twitter, on YouTube, and on Twitch. So if this is your first time, come back and hang out with us again tomorrow. We got a double dip for you guys tomorrow. Mr. Marcio will be talking baseball on the pickoff in the morning, and then we'll be on live in the All Sauce team at 5 o'clock Eastern, getting you guys ready for a really, really nice NBA slate tomorrow to get you guys ready for the weekend. So come and hang out with us tomorrow for a double dip as well. Go check out everything we have at bettingnews.com, as always, for free. We got lots of scribbles. We got lots of guides. We got all types of information on there for you guys. Go get involved over there as well, and go check out our sponsors. Big thanks to them as well at BetOnline. Go check out everything they have to offer, and you guys get a promo code right there for $1,000 dropped into your account. Big shout out to the blood moon tonight, boys. Don't forget, there's a blood moon tonight. So most of you guys, if you have clear skies, you'll be able to see a red moon out there. It is a full moon tonight. It's a perfect night, I think, to hit a parlay on a blood moon night, I'd say.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me, too.
Oh, objections here.
Absolutely. Shout out to producer Sook. Appreciate you in the shadows. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in with us today. Shout out to also BetAlytics for tapping in with us and giving us the vibes. Rob's always a good vibe.
He looks so creepy right now.
I know. Go Mox, eh?
Go Mons. Go Mons.
Mons, not Mox.
Mons, that's right, Mons.
Mons, whatever. All right, chat. You guys came to the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys in the morning for the pickoff. Enjoy your games. Enjoy the games tonight. Bet responsibly, as always. And we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here.